There was an urgent need for evacuating children from Gaza, given the violence and destruction that had happened there with the targeting of healthcare facilities and health workers. I was called by the charity around July 2025 to be asked to accompany the first injured child from Gaza. And that was Majd, who was 14 at the time, is now 15. I flew out to Cairo to meet Majd, who'd arrived from Gaza a few months before and was essentially languishing in an Egyptian hospital, waiting for quaternary plastic and reconstructive work. I met the family, which was the mother and his two siblings. His father and two other siblings were left behind in Gaza, living in makeshift tents. And when I saw him, what I noticed straight away is that Majd had horrific injuries to his face. He'd had his left mandible shattered and destroyed. Most of his teeth had gone. He had visible scars on his face. He was disfigured from an Israeli tank shell that had exploded when he was collecting humanitarian aid with his friends in Gaza. We flew back from Cairo to London, and he was waiting to have plastic and reconstructive work that was being done at Great Ormond Street Hospital. So we flew back from Cairo to London, where Majd has been undergoing treatment at Great Ormond Street Hospital by the surgeon Mr. Uwais Jalani and his craniofacial team. These are some of the top craniofacial surgeons in the world. He's had since a number of operations to reconstruct his face, which fortunately has gone very well. His face is, aesthetically has improved a lot, and even from a functional side of things, he's much more adept at eating and drinking now, whereas that was a struggle beforehand. He will need further reconstructive work for the coming years and dental implants, which won't take place until he's 18.
السلام عليكم. أنا مجدي الشغنوبي. أنا جريح من غزة. جيت هنا عشان أتعالج، وشكرا للجمعية اللي جابتني علشان أتعالج، وعملياتي يعني كانوا صعبة. وشكرا لكل الدكاترة اللي كانوا واقفين جنبي وعملوا لي المستحيل عشان أرجع زي ما كنت. وبتمنى لكل الأطفال اللي زي بغزة تجيهم فرصة يتعالجوا زيي ويصيروا أحسن مني. وشكرا لكم جميعا.
When I met his mother in Egypt, and we've been in touch ever since, she told me that she was extremely grateful and happy that she was coming to the UK for his treatment, but what broke her heart was leaving behind her two other children and her husband in Gaza, living in freezing conditions in a harsh winter, scrambling for food. Honestly speaking, it felt like a moral duty and an obligation with my own experience in Gaza, knowing the people there. It felt like an obligation to go and support in any way, shape or form that I could. I was very proud of Project Pure Hope and the charity and the work they've done, despite 2 years of lobbying the government to bring these children across, and the fact that it took that long to just bring a single injured child from Gaza. Frankly, I see as a stain on this government and the previous government's complicity in what is happening in Gaza. I would also say that, and I felt this very strongly, that despite this being an amazing story of one child and his family, this is a drop in the ocean compared to at least 4,000 children, young people under the age of 18 who are awaiting plastic, reconstructive, life-saving, limb-saving operations in Gaza and need to be urgently evacuated. And these are statistics I've had from the WHO firsthand when I spoke to them. And we must do everything we can as health workers, as people who care about humanity and as human beings, frankly, to try and facilitate these evacuations for children. The UK has taken thus far 30 to 40 children on government schemes. Previous to that, Majd came on a private scheme fully funded by private donors. And the reality is, other European countries across Europe, in the US, they had taken many children prior to this. So the UK has lagged behind, and I think it's high time for them to step up and start showing the same level of empathy they had towards Ukraine, towards Syria, towards a number of other conflicts over the years, where they've supported injured children, injured people from the region, and provided them with the safety and shelter that they deserve. So soon after Majd's arrival to the UK, this became a national headline story, and very quickly the government, after years of lobbying by Project Pure Hope and other charities like Gaza Kinder Relief, they said they would facilitate the evacuation of hundreds of children, at least 100 children from Gaza to the UK for specialist treatment in centres like Great Ormond Street or the Hay Hospital with some of the top surgeons. And the reality is this was, at most 30 to 40 children that have actually come over. We don't actually know the exact number. It happened very much in a very covert way, where these children and families, when they arrived, they were taken out of the airports through side doors. Many of us working in the charity sector are not even able to get to all of those families. But, as I said, this is a drop in the ocean. There are literally thousands of children and tens of thousands of adults that are languishing behind. And the fact that 37 aid organizations have been blocked by Israel from operating in the West Bank and in Gaza means that this is even more critical now. The healthcare infrastructure there is completely decimated. There are no fully functioning hospitals there. They have no plastic surgeons for a population of 2 million people and one of the highest burden of amputees in the world. And yet they have no access to that treatment. And as a result, I think it's the UK's responsibility, it's the government's, at the very least, what they should be doing is helping to facilitate the evacuation of these children for treatment, to give them a future, to give them hope, to give them the future that they deserve, just like any Israeli child, any Ukrainian child, any British child.